Ako urong dito, and I said I would stake my honor, my life, and even the presidency.
Good morning, Malacañang Press Corps. Let's now have Presidential Spokesperson Salvador Panelo. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Oh, before that, I'd like to congratulate my son, Salvador Angelo A. Panelo IV. He's going to take his oath as a full-fledged doctor at 1 p.m. today at the PICC. Internal medicine, just like his mom. Shoot.
Okay, congratulations, Secretary. MPC question. Joseph, you have a question?
Sir, follow up on your son. Charot. Hindi, joke lang. Okay, sir, I have several. Position, sir, ng road ng palasyo sa road users tax?
Ganun pa rin. Hindi bago.
Huh?
We are against it, the release.
No. First, the bill.
The what?
Is Malacañang in favor of abolishing the board?
Yes.
Because, sir?
Yan ang kailangan eh.
Why, sir?
We want that the fund be returned to the Treasury and then let Congress appropriate again for a specific purpose.
All right. So right now, sir, I think the Senate has adopted the House bill, no? And I think a senator said that it should be just transmitted to the president for signing. So we're saying now that once transmitted, the president will sign the bill abolishing the road board.
Yes, that has been the position.
How soon are we going to do this, sir?
As soon as it is given to him.
Okay, yun muna for my part, sir.
Okay, Ina, sir?
Follow up on your mic daw po.
Thank you.
Sir, I'd like to get your reaction. Still on that same topic, Congressman Alvarez is saying that the differing positions of Malacañang and
The what?
the differing positions of Malacañang,
Differing?
yung magkakaiba po
Ah, okay.
ng Malacañang and some members of the House, including House Speaker Arroyo, on the abolition of the road board is the reason why some congressmen want Budget Secretary Diokno out. Ito daw po yung dahilan.
Could be.
What do you mean could be? Can you expound on
Well, I
that?
mean, we don't know exactly the reason why. That's the statement of former Speaker Alvarez. We can only speculate.
So is it could be or is Alvarez
Well,
speculating?
we are not privy to that, so how can we even give a categorical statement?
Follow up sa budget? Other issue? Oh, Ina. Other issue? MPC? Joseph.
All right, sir. There's a petition at the Supreme Court, I think, filed by Philconsa against the Bangsamoro Organic Law. This is the second petition, I think, and one of the grounds of the second petition is that the Constitution only allows the creation of two autonomous regions, the Cordillera and then the autonomous region in Muslim Mindanao. Philconsa argues that it is in violation of the Constitution because the BOL will create another autonomous region apart from the arm. Do you share that argument, sir?
We will let the Supreme Court decide on that matter. As we said, we will always defer to the other branch of the government.
But that point, sir, that the BOL creates another autonomous region in Muslim Mindanao, aside from ARM, what do you think of that position?
Again, I will defer to the decision of the Supreme Court. We would not make any comment on that because it's now pending before the court.
It is pending before the court, but it is also one of the president's key projects, key promises, no?
Notwithstanding, still with the court now.
So
It's sub judice.
Okay.
Ina.
Sir, balik lang dun sa abolition ng road board. Why does, just to be, for the record, why does Malacañang want the road board abolished? Is it because of alleged misuse doon sa MVUC funds, alleged corruption in the road board?
That is the explanation of Secretary Diokno.
Can you tell us if what has the secretary told the president about these alleged misuse, and what has the
I
president
guess you
said
have to
about
ask
it?
Secretary Diokno, not private to the conversation of the two.
But he has relayed this to the
Oh,
president.
definitely. He said so during an interview.
Thank you, sir.
MPC, questions? Rosalie?
Sir, yung statement niyo po sa isang interview na diversionary tactics ng ilang mambabatas yung ginagawa against Diokno, yung nagbabato ng allegations para, can you further?
Yes, I was just following the line of Secretary Diokno. According to him, this started because Senator Lacson exposed certain amendments or insertions. And because the members of Congress, or two of them, were in the hot seat, according to him, most likely they tried to put him on the hot seat instead of them. So, in a way, it's diverting the issue from them to him.
So ano po ang magiging aksyon ng Palace regarding this? Kasi ang reputasyon mismo ng isang cabinet member ang nasasakripisyo dahil sa mga aligasyong binabato
We
sa
already
inyo.
made our statement. We stand by the integrity and competence of Secretary Diokno. All of us are in support of him. The President trusts him. As we said earlier, rightly or wrongly, as between the reputation of Secretary Diokno and other members who cast aspersions on him, I think the comparison is obvious, rightly or wrongly. The
Without,
reputation of Secretary Diokno is solid. In 32 years of his service, there is nothing that we can throw at him. There's not to be one who says no to any irregularity or any favor that is asked of him, and has been consistent with that.
so without interfering po sa ibang branch ng government, ano yung pinaka pwedeng gawin ng Malacañang para po yung mga aligasyon ng korupsyon na ibinabato sa with regards dun sa allegations po ng pork barrel, but insertions?
First, again, we will repeat, Congress has the authority to review, to scrutinize the budget. The budget is just a proposal. It's for them to go over it. If they see any irregularity, it's for them to correct it. And if such irregularity amounts to a crime, then it is its duty to recommend filing charges against the wrongdoer.
Sir, itong dispute between Secretary Diokno and some congressmen, do you think this is enough reason para magkaroon ng constitutional crisis?
I don't think so. There is no constitutional crisis.
Why, sir?
It's a question of how you treat a fellow worker. We're not questioning the authority to question Mr. Diokno. What we were complaining against is the manner by which the question hour was conducted. It was mock in that question hour.
MPC. Christine.
You mentioned na parang it was meant to divert yung, because you said Senator Lax, when Senator Lacson raised the issue or the allegations against the pork insertions, the attack on Diokno came after, and you said it's to
That's I said I was just adapting the line of Secretary Diokno.
So does this mean that the pork insertions are true, sir, if they want to divert it?
In the first place, let me repeat what Mr. Diokno has stated in all his interviews. The budget is the president's budget. It is presented to the president and to the cabinet, and the alignment of funds there come from the line agencies. He has nothing to do with it. Now, it's Congress that will go over it. They can realign the funds. So whatever allegation they have on corruption, I think it's about time they come up with evidence. You cannot be relying on, according to him, according to this mayor, according to this other mayor, the receipts and such. An anomaly. You can't be destroying reputations of people on the basis of hearsay. You feel there is an offense, then please file it against the alleged wrongdoer.
But sir, you agree that it was a diversion, sir, the issue on the port insertion, sir?
Yes, I'm towing the line of Secretary Joe. It's more believable.
It's believable that there were port insertions, sir.
That it was skirting the issue. Instead of him on the hot seat, I mean them, it's now Secretary Joe.
Joyce? Teka, Joyce, follow up.
budget.
Okay.
Sir, are we not concerned? Kasi po sabi ni Congressman Andaya, before naging cabinet secretary si Congressman Nograles, isa din daw po siya dun sa makakatanggap, yung distrito niya makakatanggap ng malaking portion ng budget for next year.
You know, sometimes I'm even wondering why they're making a fuss out of these alignments. If the alignments are given to a particular district and the district needs it, then it should go there. What is important to the president and to us is that there is no corruption in the aligned funds to a particular area.
So sir, if indeed makakakuha yung district ni Congressman Nograles ng bigger chunk ng budget for next year, you don't see any irregularity in it?
Well, if the district of former Congressman Carlos Nograles needs it, then it should go there.
MPC. Joseph, still on budget?
Sir, sa January, I think sabi ni Sec Diokno hindi siya a-attend no ng House hearing sa Naga because he was prevented. Would you know?
He said he was not allowed.
Okay, he was not allowed. By whom, sir?
Oh, there is only one who cannot make him go there. It's the president. So presumably it's coming from the president.
Why?
Perhaps the fear there is he might again be receiving the same rude treatment. And according to him, if the only question is, do I know these people that they're claiming that I know, like the contractor, he said, I don't know them, so I'll just execute an affidavit.
Right. Sir, during the time of President Arroyo, they used EO 464, no? What's the basis now of the Duterte administration for preventing Sec Diokno from appearing in a congressional hearing?
The base would be the rude treatment that he has received. And another reason is that if you will be submitting questions to the resource person, you'll not be asking them, so what's the use of going there?
Okay, po, thank you.
But as a courtesy, we will always respond to any invitation. All we ask is, please give us the courtesy as we give the same to you.
So parang send questions na lang, affidavit form. Okay, thank you.
Okay, MPC, may follow-up? Still on budget? Other issue? Joseph, other issue?
Sir, Sir, si Cardinal Tagle, I think, Archbishop Tagle, sir, said that those in power should not be bullying people or whoever.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
But whom does he refer to? Because those in power would also apply to those in the church. If you use the pulpit for bullying people, then it's the same. If the message is in a generic or general term, then I agree. You cannot be using power to bully or to coerce people. The president is against that too.
Just the president, or do you think the President feels alluded to by that comment, sir?
No,
Because
he doesn't bully people.
what does he do, sir?
He expresses his sentiment on a particular matter, situation. He expresses dislike, and he explains it. He threatens criminals, yes, to make them feel threatened and stop doing their criminal acts.
Any other sectors?
No more.
I'm just kidding. Thank you.
Follow up. Okay, Christine.
Sir, you said Secretary Diokno was not allowed by the President.
Was what?
Was not allowed by the President to attend.
Presumably, I said, because that is what he said.
So during the time of President Arroyo, the cabinet invoked executive privilege. Is this the same thing, sir?
If it concerns privileged communication, we will be invoking that. If it is not, it would be the apprehension that he will be treated rudely there. But I think the parties have learned their lesson. I don't think it will be repeated again. Members of Congress are honorable enough to know if they go overboard or not. Could be in their exuberance, they have forgotten the demands of ethical refinements.
MPC, questions? Nestor.
Good morning, sir. Sir, did you get any word from the President if the government will be declaring holiday truce with the communist rebels? Because in his speech in Sulu yesterday, he mentioned, I quote, "I don't want this government killing its citizens anymore," unquote. So may word na po ba from the President if the government will be declaring a truce this holiday?
No word from him. The recommendation of the Defense Secretary still stands, not to declare truce.
So that's the palace stand for now, sir, not to declare a holiday truce.
No decision on that.
MPC.
The declaration is January 2nd. It's not a working day. So you're free to extend your holidays. Huh? No.
MPC questions? Ace.
No, it's a holiday, di ba?
Are we expanding the private
Huh? Government lang.
MPC.
I'm sure the private sector will follow suit.
Is there an EO coming up?
We're encouraging our friends to do that. No, but it depends. I understand. Even in some companies, they're 1 week holiday. When I was with Unilab, we had 1 week Christmas holiday.
So we encourage it?
I think Joseph Morong is encouraging the private companies.
No, sir.
Okay, MPC, no more questions? Okay, Catherine.
Good morning, sir. Sir, can we
Morning.
get the palace's reaction on the petition filed by the Philippine Constitution Association sa Supreme Court against po sa Bangsamoro Basic Law? The group claimed it's illegal and unconstitutional. They cited po that only an amendment to the Constitution will allow the creation of new autonomous region. So ano po ang position ng palace regarding this?
I already made the statement on that earlier. I said we will defer to the Supreme Court. It's sub judice, so I will not make any comment on that.
Okay, thank you, Catherine. May other issue? MPC, okay na? Okay, thank you. No, Joseph.
Sir, yung kay Catriona na...
Oh, your favorite.
Yes. as the countries. Medical marijuana, sir. As there's a sensitive... there's a bill in Congress, no?
Yes.
In the House. But And the president, ano bang position ni president?
Oh, hindi ba?
Aside from
I think I issued already a statement on that. I
Yes,
said
yes, I know.
the statement of Catriona could have been influenced by the president's decision on that matter. He said that he's in favor of legalizing the same if it's limited to healing purposes. Or I said it could have been a conclusion reached by her because she listened to the pros and cons on the matter.
But in terms of policy, sir,
It's what?
in terms of policy, will the palace be asking allies in Congress to maybe push for that bill, and the counterpart in the Senate to maybe ask to file a similar bill? And is there really a need for?
Since the president already made a statement that he's in favor of limited use of marijuana, logically, then he will support
Any bill?
and sign any bill that would be consistent with his stand.
Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay. MPC, no more questions? Okay, thank you, Presidential
Thank you.
Spokesperson Salvador Panelo. Thank you, Malacañang Press Corps. Back to our main studio sa Radyo Pilipinas and People's Television Network.